Eagles lost wildcard game to the 49ers. That's right, man. I'm gonna talk about that, man. The Eagles lost. I'm not an Eagles fan. I'm a Cowboys fan. You just see me showing my hoodie and my hat. I got my hat on too. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about the Eagles. How he lost, man. Eagles played bad offense on Sunday, man. They couldn't score in the second half, man. When scored field goals, 2 field goals, and that's it. He lost to the 49ers 23-19, about 4 points. But the field goal kicker missed the extra point in the first quarter, man. That's right. Eagles got in field goal range, and in the game he had the ball last minute of the game and all that stuff. I think they made that field goal in the first quarter, the extra point. They probably had to win it in overtime. They would kick the field goal in overtime. 49ers missed extra point too. 49ers team had their whole team, man. Had a lot of defensive players hurt and stuff, man. Yeah, I had practice squad out there, man. Eagles couldn't do nothing with them, man. Eagles couldn't score on them and like that, man. That's right. Eagles beat themselves, man. Eagles should have won that game, man. The way I see it, Eagles should have won that game, man. But they shit choked. They dropped a lot of passes too, man. What about that guy AJ Brown, man, the receiver? He cried all year long about he want the ball and all that stuff, man. He want to get catches and all that stuff. Like, he did good in the season though. He had about like 4 or 5 straight games with 100 yards, with like 8, 9 catches and stuff. And when the playoffs going, he choked. We had 3 catches for 25 yards. He did terrible. That guy Saquon Barkley, he had 100 something yards. I don't know how many carries he had, but he had 100 something yards and stuff. That guy AJ Brown need to go, man. He run off his mouth too much, man. Or talking about he need to be involved in more in the offense. He need to get the ball thrown to him more. He got all them passes thrown to him. When he caught 3, he dropped like 3 or 4 passes, man. That's crazy, man. I said one of those passes he got a pass in the fan, but they ain't call it though. But it is what it is with the Eagles, man. Now everybody, the Eagles fan, the coach fired and stuff, the offensive coordinator fired, whatever, man. After they won the Super Bowl last year, you gotta give them at least 2 more years. Like 2 more years, then fire them. You want to fire them right away, just like you did Doug Peterson. They won their first Super Bowl in 2018. They won the Super Bowl against New England, right? He won the first year, they didn't make the playoff. Second year, they won the Super Bowl. And the third year, they lost in the playoff. And then they fired him. For what? You guys do the Super Bowl the year before. I understand it. They fired the coaches. They won the Super Bowl for you, man. Right. A lot of coaches in the NFL have been coached for 15, 16 years on one team, whatever, and then get fired. Some of them got fired this year after a certain amount of years they went by, they got fired. But the Eagles coach only been there like about 4 or 5 years, 4 years or so, and they want to fire him already. Fans want him fired already, man. Really messed up, man. 49ers did what they had to do to beat the Eagles, man. They played better defense, and I ain't gonna say they played better defense because the Eagles got I'm gonna take that back. The Eagles had two interceptions. The Eagles couldn't capitalize off the first interception. Second interception, Eagles capitalized off it. They got a field goal. The first interception, they couldn't score off that. Eagles should be ashamed of themselves, man. They had this game in the bag, but they choked though, man. They should have won this game, man. This game is winnable, but 49ers got lucky and poured it out. That's right, man. Like they always say, better luck next year, man. That's right. You can't win them all, man. That's right. You win some, you lose some. That's right. Eagles still made the playoffs. And he had second half of the season. He had a bad second half. And offensive play wasn't good enough. They were slowing down on offense. They wasn't scoring a whole lot of points like that. They were scoring, but they weren't scoring a lot. The only team they scored a lot against them like that was the Raiders. They beat the Raiders 31-0. That's right. The rest of the team was close. That's right, man. Jalen Hurts is all right quarterback. He just got he just got outplayed by the 49ers quarterback, man. That's right. the Eagles did okay, but they ain't did good enough to win though. They had a couple more passes they could court when the guys made the extra field goal, an extra point. They probably went to overtime, or they could have won. They could have won before in regulation. I think the court passed they supposed to catch, but they didn't. Right? They choked. And right, man. Some players gotta go for next year. And they gotta get better. Same with my Cowboys, man. We choked. We choked. We didn't make the playoff. We fell short to make the playoff. Right. We fell like 3 games out of the playoff. That's right. We won 3 games and the other team lost. We made the playoff. It is what it is, man. Right. You can't cry about what happened last year, this year, all that stuff. You gotta go. Gotta recruit for next year. That's all. You gotta do what you gotta do to make your team better for next year. Get better, more players. On offense or defense. Or you gotta get new coaching staff. Get new coaching staff. Right. I got a couple more things about the video. Got to be Philadelphia Eagles fans. Y'all shouldn't feel sad and mad because y'all lost. Because y'all won the Super Bowl last year. You can't win them all. Right. You win some, you lose some, like I said. Right. Y'all got to the playoffs, though. But it ain't about getting to the playoffs by winning that shit. Y'all, that's true. About winning it. But it could have won. But some plays they messed up on. They dropped too many passes. And they had a couple penalties, bad penalties and something, man. All right. They got rid of some of the penalties. They kept a couple passes. Or they got in the field goal kicker, they made the extra point. They would have won. And 49 did they had to do to beat y'all, man. 49 play hard, man. They play hard. They wanted to do more than y'all, man. Even couldn't stop the ball down the middle, man. And plus they couldn't stop the passing down the middle of the field and stuff. They couldn't stop the running game either, man. They gave up too many running yards, man. Right. They did better defense on the running game. The game was still kind of close though, but still, they won. Yeah, there's all kind of ways it could have won. It could have did this better, that better. But it's too late to talk about that now. The season over for the Eagles, man. We should have. Talking about we could have did this better. We could have did that better. But it's too late to talk about that now. We should have thought about it before it happened, man. All right, y'all did better. Y'all supposed to do. Y'all won, but y'all lost. Better luck next year, like I said. Y'all gotta do what y'all gotta do next year to improve y'all team. Right. Y'all gotta get more better defensive players. Stop other teams from scoring against y'all. Y'all get more better offensive players. Y'all can score more points. That's right. I ain't got much saying in the video, man. I'm out of here.